Hey guys, welcome to Everquest Next Landmark, and today I'm gonna continue. The game has entered the beta phase and I'm going out to gather some copper. And the reason I want to gather this copper is because they added upkeep to the game. So now you will actually have to kind of like pay for keeping your place. And you can actually expand your claim region, so you can buy this attachment claim flags and place right next to claim, so you can build a lot bigger than you used to build before. So I'm gonna gather kind of much of this copper. I'm gonna use it for some crafting later also, but I want to get it to like get up my upkeep, and it's costing 300 copper per day, real time that is. So 300 copper ore and not ingots. So, and this is the only like currency you can actually pay with at the moment. In the future I don't know what it will be, if it will be different ores worth different much, or if it will be some other like in-game value of some kind of gold or whatever it will be. But right now you need to get this copper and use it to pay for your upkeep. So I'm just gonna try to go around and find some more copper, and I actually also need to make some of this crafting station. And also in the future, you are not gonna go and mine like I'm doing right now. It will be very different. Like there's gonna be caves, you're gonna go dig down deeper than you do now. So it's still pretty much, I would say, up to the ground where you dig and find your resources. I don't know if it will change soon or not, but probably will so. So that's something I'm looking forward to see, how the game will actually be and what it will be going for. But it's a big like test to see how things works out, and the things that were in your alpha that you was playing before got saved as a template, so you could place it again, but you might have problems. I don't know if you would need your resources or not. I didn't really save on a template or anything because I removed the stuff that I had before because I was gonna rebuild it, but my brother had some problem with his claim. He can't fit in his previous claim inside his current claim, because it seems like the previous claim was a lot bigger than the current one. So they might have either had they have low the claim region, or they have like upsized his template that he had from his previous place. So he most likely have to start over and do it from the beginning. And we are currently building in the tier 2 place. We're kinda skipping this one. One thing that is pretty bad with the current currency for paying for your upkeep with this copper is that if you're playing in, let's say you're playing in tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, you have to go back to tier 1 and go here and do some copper mining, because you can pay with other resources. But in the future it's definitely gonna be something different. Like I said before, either it's gonna be some new special currency, or it's gonna be different ores. So maybe we'll be taking, instead of taking this like copper, or you might be taking iron, or you might be taking like tungsten or anything like that. And it also seems like they removed this old what was it called, burled wood I think, and rename it to this heartwood one. And I think that it will be like the replacement, and you can make those wild heartwood also, but that is something you have to craft. And you also notice that they actually changed a lot with these colors too. Like before, every like ore or material that was over like this like plain wood, they were always like rare colored in blue. But now they added this green color, and I think when you get further in the game you're gonna find some blue, and I think that some elemental, or if it was all elemental, that was actually blue colored. And it might actually be some kind of element over that, like with some other color like purple or whatever color, which is usually used in many games. But I'm chopping down some wood because I'm gonna need it later, and I don't have my previous pickaxe, I don't have my previous tools, I don't have really anything from the previous one. And I made this new character too, so he does not look like the previous one at all. He looks very different. And it felt like they added more, kind of like more hairstyles to the game, more faces, so it felt like you could customize your character a bit more than you could before. But that's something good, and I look forward to that. They added an in-game store, which we can check out just a little bit here. I haven't checked out much myself, but there are different things here, like some gear you can buy here for 700 of these points here. I think there's some kind of points that might be used in the other, like the old Everquest games. I don't know, since I haven't really played those games, but I think it might be the same currency. So there's all this kind of stuff you can buy here. What is this? Agate, builder's chest, iron, builder's bag, rubicite, builder's bag. So I guess you can buy this and kind of increase your inventory. This bag on, okay, this actually gives you 3090 rubicite ore. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they will go with this store, if it's gonna be a good way or if it's gonna be a bad way. I mean, they're taking so much like feedback from people. This was pretty interesting. But you know, when I'm gonna play this later, I'm definitely gonna buy some of these like vanity gear, these costumes. That would be pretty cool. Kinda look like a Yar pirate, red adventure hiking gear. But I mean, that would be pretty awesome, and if they would maybe allow like other players to actually contribute and make some of these like armors and things to customize either characters or hats or whatever, that would be really good. And just like with the templates, they could earn money with helping to develop the game and getting something back in return. But I'm gonna check how much of this copper they actually got now. 1344. So I didn't really have like almost any copper before, because me and my brother was using it for our upkeep. And one thing you have to keep in mind, when you get this claim flag, you actually have to craft your claim flag from the start now. And when you place it out, be careful when you're gonna place it, because it will have 300 in upkeep. So if you remove this flag, you can't place it again if you don't have enough copper to pay for the upkeep. And keep in mind that you have to keep paying this upkeep, because if you don't, your place will be gone, and that is no good. But you know, right now I have like 3 days of this, so that's one thing with the game that can be kind of... Now you actually have to log in like every week, because I think it was 5 days that was the maximum amount of prepaid you can kind of put in. Hopefully in the future they will make more of it. And it will be interesting to see what they will do with this PvP and how that will be. I mean, they probably could have some like safe server and some PvP server. I mean, there's probably a big variety of plays in this game, and I bet that there's many players who actually just want to go build, dig and mind their own business. And then there may be some other people like who like to kind of like the game Salem, if you know what that is. Where it's like sandbox, you can go and build your place and you can attack the other ones, steal their stuff and whatever. But you have to make it really good, because if it would be like this right now, you can actually just step into someone's claim and just take it and or destroy it or whatever. And I mean, if you're creating something really awesome, you don't want someone to go into your claim and like totally ruin it in 5 seconds, and that would be really, really annoying, and people will probably stop playing the game. But they probably have good plans for that. So far it feels like they're doing good with it. But I would say that I would go more for the PvP in Everquest Next, which is not this game, which is another game called, which has like the same name, but it's a different game. This is Everquest Next Landmark, and the other one is just Everquest Next, and it's gonna be interesting. Actually find some iron here. But this pickaxe that I'm using here, the Founder's Pickaxe, you can actually chop down iron, so you might skip the first pickaxe. I don't know if you might need to upgrade to the next one. You might need a copper one to upgrade to the iron one. But we can just go and check it out, so let's go back to this portal here. And one thing that is really great now too is, like, I have my brother up here at the friends, and I can actually choose to teleport to him. So if he's online, I can teleport to him. I get to the same place where he is, same server and the same place. So that's really great. So let's go and check in out here. Here we got a copper picks, and I can make 11,992 of these stone picks, which are pretty crap. But I think I'm actually gonna make some of these metals here. So we're gonna melt this and make some of these copper ingots here. I'm probably gonna get more of these copper ore for my upkeep, but now I'm just gonna melt it because I'm gonna need some of that anyway. So also gonna melt this tin ingot too, because I might need that to craft something more. Okay, it's actually cancels when you're switching over. I don't think it did that in the alpha. But it is great to see that this game is moving forward, and you can still get in the game and just go and buy one of these that exists so you can get into the game if you want to get into the game. But this game will be free to play when it's gonna arrive. It's gonna be free to play. You can actually craft the heal tool, delete tool and add tool. You can craft tons of them with just dirt, but you already have them when you're starting out, so you don't need them anyway. So this is one tin axe. Common tin head, capable of cutting down special jungle trees. So I guess you're gonna need is to chop down some other different trees. I don't know if this one can chop down that one. I don't think it can, but it might be able to. But I want to make some of these, what are they called? Check it out here. They actually changed some of these names here, so I'm not totally used to it yet. I actually don't think it's inside here. Let's go check this one out. Crafting station. A stone forge. Okay, so we need 50 coil. And working stone, and we need elemental copper. We got enough of that, enough of copper, and we need some coal. And as you saw before, we can use our wood and we can burn it into coal. 45. Oh, you actually get 10 for each, so stop doing that. What is he doing? How can he? That was weird. It kept making that coal, even though I ran away. That was strange. Okay, so let's go and check it out again, and yeah, we have a ton of coal now. We just need to get some of these pile of worked stone, and I think that you just use this. Let's see, I don't know how many, 100, 500, 505. Let's make a few of those. And stop at one. Yeah, it worked this time. Okay, so we're making tier 1 forge that can handle the creation of metal ingots and advanced tools. And I also want to make this one, the Tinker's Workbench. So I will need wild hardwood, and I will need some iron ingots, and also we need some of these bundle of plain woods, which I seem to have a ton of, so that's fine with that one. I need to make this one, wild hardwood, and melt some iron ingots. So this wild hardwood is something that you actually go inside and craft. I don't know if you can actually do it inside here. Let's check it out. I'm a bit unsure. They have changed it very much since the alpha with these things. And I maybe should make one of these. This small blue band has the small image of an eye etched into it. The wearer has a chance to find additional rare resources while harvesting. So I'm actually gonna make one of these. If I just get two more of these copper ingots, I can actually make another one. But let's put that on 1.0 in discovery. Let's check out our character here. So I'm using the keen eye band, and also using this ring of bounty, and which is a legendary accessory, which gives 10% more in harvest bonus. So guys, this was it for today, and in the next one I'm most likely gonna go and try to make some of these wild hardwood and craft that sawing mill station, whatever it names. So guys, thanks for watching this, and if you like it, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for future content with me, Banto. Until next time, have a great day. Cheers, goodbye, take care.